We were informed by legal counsel that the tax advantages are at least equal to Texas, so the decision was made to switch the registration to Delaware, and this saved us about 10 days in getting final approval and official documents. So if you were to do a business search on the state of Delaware website, if you want to go there now, you'll be able to find us there. Now, during the last AMA, we also mentioned the new hires that we've made. We said that we would give you more information on them this week. Well, unfortunately, that's proven too ambitious a task. We're still in hiring mode. So it has been that's been our top priority. Now we're going to make sure that more staff information is provided in the near future. However, if you are interested in a position with Phoenix Community Capital, you're invited to send a CV along with a statement. Give me a letter with your areas of interest and send that to hiring@thephoenix.finance. So just read that out again, hiring@thephoenix.finance, and one of the mods will put that in the general chat for you now. So if you know of anyone that you think would be able to bring some skill sets to the team, let me know. Let me know. Now, speaking of staff, we're actually really pleased and excited. We get to announce a wonderful new partnership with Camp One Ventures, run by a gentleman called Madin King. Camp One is a SEC registered financial company that will serve as our registered financial advisor. Madin is an extremely qualified financial professional. He brings a wealth of experience as a fund manager and financier. He has a unique understanding of crypto and blockchain, as well as the more traditional marketplace as well. And you can check out their company at camponeventures.com. That link will follow shortly as well. Now, we feel that their expertise that is now available to us through this partnership will ensure that Phoenix Community Capital is on solid ground with both our future on-chain and off-chain investments. And I think you guys will agree, this is a huge, huge announcement for us. It's something that yeah, man, hope you're happy with that. Now, we've got a new white paper that is just going through the finalization steps at the moment. And we will hopefully get that signed off. The delay to getting that out is me. It's currently sat in my intro right now. I was meant to get on it before this AMA, but I didn't quite have time. So that'll be what I'll do after the AMA, and hopefully we'll get that signed on and out to you guys ASAP. Now, Gavin, are you here, man? Gavilar.
I am.
Yes, welcome. Cool.
Sorry, I didn't know if you were still going to need me, so I was quietly waiting in the background.
I love that, man. I love that. Welcome to the stage. Meet all of our wonderful Phoenix Knights. They're all brilliant people, man. Now, what I'd like you to tell them about is, can you tell them about this little video game we've got?
Oh wow! So I get to announce which one would you like me to discuss? The action-based, massive multiplayer online role-playing game, or the virtual reality sort of escape on Tarkov derivative first-person shooter?
Well, I mean, you've kind of dropped the other one as well, but we'll put that one in the Never Never and stick that one back on burners. You did not hear that one. Talk about the VR one.
Wonderful. Well, for those of you who are in the gaming community, you might know that unofficially, Phoenix Community Capital has been an advocate, advisor, and early investor in the Virtual Reality Esports League, VREL.com. Some of the original directors and esports community there have launched an independent studio called Combat Waffle Studios, and they came to us with an idea for a virtual reality first-person shooter game based on just what they'd learned in the market, being competitive first-person shooter players. We're talking Pavlov, we're talking Escape from Tarkov, We're talking, I don't think there's like a lot of OVs. We're talking Echo Arena, Contractors. These guys are the top 1 through 5 teams. And they've come together to create a game that's both engaging, but one of the things they wanted to do was they wanted to make it ready for the future. VR is taking off as a market. The Oculus and other VR headsets have been much more available to the masses. And so what they wanted to do was to create a realistic milsim experience that rewarded competitive play, but also forced people not to just go out there and YOLO Leroy Jenkins and be sort of toxic. It would punish you for doing things that negatively were a detriment to your team or to sort of the game culture in general. And I don't want to take too much away because eventually we're going to invite the team to come up here and talk about it. And I don't want to do them a disservice. When you hear the way these folks talk about their vision for not just the game itself, but where competitive gaming is going and sort of the culture they're trying to cultivate, I mean, anything that I say would just be a great value knockoff. So I'll let them talk about that. But when it comes to the blockchain element and the cryptocurrency, one of the things we were talking about is how to add more utility to our coin, for example. And so it was actually the creator of the coin, or I'm sorry, the creator of the game who said, you know what? Well, what if we just use your coin as the primary currency and we used a derivative of it in game to where if you had fire, you could exchange it for those of us who had ever been in the military and deployed. I mean, imagine like those Eagle coins. Right? So you're given some sort of a derivative currency in game, and those would be the assets that you would use to purchase things in game, such as skins, new optics, and other accessories for your weapons, weapon types, maybe vehicles, things of that nature. And so that's the element we're going out with these games is we're looking for full vertical integration, right? So what we want is we want people who are passionate about their space, who are passionate about making good games, who are passionate about not just making a good product, but also making it, future-proof. As we all know, anytime you add a commoditization to a video game, sometimes you find there's a play-to-win element. And so just like how we have found a way to trade sideways and to create the most stable reflection token, we've been working with our economists and we've been working with their developers in order to create a way to where it'll be a value add to the usability of our coin, but it's not going to be anything that somebody could game in order to negatively affect the markets. And it's also not going to be anything that anybody would choose to play the game simply to try to farm the coin. Just in case anyone has those questions, that was the first thing that came to mind. We've been speaking to multiple different publishers and developers that have recently added coinage to their video game ecosystems, and sort of the full SWOT analysis that comes before we go out into the open. So we've looked at the market, and just like how we did before we launched here, we have aimed, and now we are ready to fire. So ladies and gentlemen, that's a little teaser, and I think that's about all Luke wants me to share, unless you want me to go a little further, sir.
No, I think
We'll stop there. That's a good one.
Really good rundown of it. So I mean, let's just go over a couple of points there. So it's a VR first-person shooter, right? And based on real world maps, well, real world inspired, and there's going to be a utility for a token in there as well. Exactly,
and to be clear here, the elements of the game, the way that we're partnering with bHaptics, the way that we're working with Mammut virtual weapon systems, the experience is what we're looking at replicating. Now, the scenery is going to be just beautiful scenery that's built up of an amalgamation of real-world environments. So like Luke was saying, these are real places, but what we're doing is we're sort of taking the best of the best and the most scenic and kind of putting together. So on one hand, you'll see the Danube and, reminiscent of beautiful Vienna on the eastern side of the town, but then suddenly on the west, you've got something that's more of a Banja Luka, more of a Bosnian sort of Black Sea type thing. So, that's sort of the idea is we're taking these picturesque backgrounds and we'll be able to recreate those.
I can't wait. I'm probably going to have to book some annual leave when this game comes out. But no, this is going to be absolutely amazing. And we are really, really excited to be working in partnership with these guys. As Gavin said, the team that are in on this are absolutely amazing. They're complete, consummate professionals in their field. The level of detail that they're going into with this is out of this world, and it's really, really lovely to see. What we love it when people come and they bring a project, a project to us, and we sit and we talk about it. And when people talk about something that they love and they're passionate about, you can really hear it in their voices. And that's what we look for. We want to see your love and your passion for the projects that you bring us, because love and passion can be translated into tangible effects. And this, I tell you, man, I've been in the game a few years. I think most of us in this space have, and this got me excited, really excited.
And Luke, lest we forget, and I would be remiss if I didn't mention it, ladies and gentlemen, we've told you what the game is, or we told you what it's about, sort of what type of game it is. But the name of the game, I think I can share with you. Luke, do you think we should share the name of the game?
Ooh,
Do you think we should share the name of the game?
don't know. Maybe we
I hate
should
that this doesn't go two ways. I don't know if they're
I'd say
banging.
wait. I'd say wait. I'd say wait. Let's see. Let's ask. Let's ask if the team want us to tell it.
The democratic approach. I like that.
Yeah, man. No. Let's see if they're ready for
Community. You hear how I fight for you. You hear how I fight.
He's always in your corner, man. Everyone, I'm in your corner as well. When we go into our board meetings, every meeting we have, man, it's all about you guys. It's all about you guys. I had a meeting with someone recently. We were talking about Amazon, right? And I always saw Amazon as like, this huge company from the outside. But they told me that in the board meeting, there's one empty chair every single board meeting. And they said, what do you think that represents? And I said, I don't know. Is that when Jeff can't make it? And they laughed and they said, no, that seat represents the customer. They said, in every single board meeting that we have, we think about how our actions affect the customer. And that really hit with me, and that's traveled through now. So now when we're having meetings, we constantly think about you guys and how the project affects and moves and grows, and the effects it has on you guys. Because guys, we're here on the journey together. We're only a project is only as successful as its community, and we constantly say this. We have the best project in the entire, the best community in the entire crypto space. Like, you guys make it that, and we see the arrows flying, and it's great to watch. It's great to watch because we know why we're here and we know what's happening. And I love this project, guys. Now, I'm waiting for Jordan to come back up because he's got a really important thing to talk about. Hey, here's Arissa. How you doing, man?
Yeah, this is Jordan. How are you?
Hey, this is Jordan. Welcome back, bro. How are you?
Muy bien. It feels good being in Arissa's skin. Now, can everyone hear me? Put your hand up if you can hear me.
All right. So we need 409 hands up. All right, everyone put your hands down. Right.
Brilliant.
Now, if you can't hear Arissa, put your hand up.
It's.
No, we're all good, man. We're all good.
Beautiful. Love it.
Yeah. Oh, I apologize, man. All right.
No problem.
Go ahead, my man.
Brilliant. Well, everyone, I have one massive announcement in me before I get kicked off stage again. And that is, and hopefully you've seen it already, Phoenix Community Capital will be taking over Dubai on the 15th of March. We are having our first private meetup with the founders, Luke, Eric, myself, and a few other of the internal team as well. So far, the agenda is in the announcement channel. So if you forget everything I tell you right now, do not fear. Head over to the announcement channel and you can catch up exactly with what's going on. So to give you a quick overview, on the 15th of March, we'll welcome you to our private little meetup, and we have a few little surprises as well when you arrive. After that, we'll be heading to the Crypto Expo Dubai 2022. Day one will start on the 16th of March, and that's at the Festival Arena. From here, you'll be meeting tens of thousands of traders and investors and exploring 100 plus crypto companies and gain insights from over 60 speakers. We won't be speaking, sadly, at the expo directly, but we will be shortly. And when I say shortly, that's because we are sponsoring the gala event in the evening. That's when the real party begins. There'll be a fireside chat / keynote from myself who'll be hosting it, not in Arissa's skin, actually in mine, alongside with Luke and Eric, picking their brains in front of international investors coming all around the world to hear about Phoenix Community Capital. So that's going to be our first time saying, hey, look, we're here. You can touch us. You can come speak to us. And again, a few more surprises when we speak. Then we head over to day 2 of the expo. Again, we'll be going about the expo. So if you're there, please contact Arissa and let her know that you're interested in coming. You've booked your flights. The tickets are free, by the way. I should have started with that. Not the plane tickets.
Expo. The tickets to the expo are free, not the plane tickets, Jordan.
Small print. Tickets are free, minus the flights and the hotel. But one day, I'm sure we'll have enough leverage with the airlines. If anything, we'll incubate our own airline. Is that possible, Gavin? Luke?
Hey man, like, let's discuss it. Oh, and nothing's out of bounds, is it?
We might have space yachts before we have airplanes at this rate.
I think do you know what? I'll go on record and say we'll have space yachts before we have planes.
Something for us all to look forward to. Well, until then, tickets to the Dubai Expo is free. And then we'll be moving on to day 2, where again, we'll be attendees, but come hang out with us. Come network with us, relax with us, break bread with us. That's what we're all here to do, right? We're celebrating 2 months. Right, we're entering into our 3rd month. It's going very exciting. And then to finally wrap up the Crypto Expo Dubai 2022, we have a VIP closing party. Spaces are limited. So again, if you are interested, please contact Arissa. I think we have about 10, 15 spaces left. So please let her know. We have frequently asked questions that are all in the channels. So just go over a few of them. In terms of the point of contact on the day, I'll be there so people can get hold of me. The COVID rules for entering Dubai, always check it every single day leading up. But there is a mask wearing mandate in place, and social distancing rules still apply. And of course, check your travel restrictions leaving your country. Moving forward, sadly, we have no discounts for the hotels anymore. Spaces have been taken up. And finally, you can bring a +1. Like we said, the tickets for the expo are free. We want to meet you. We want to shake hands. We want to hear the stories of the impact we've made in your lives. We've had a number of investors who booked their flights and hotels and they didn't tell their partner. So if you are thinking of coming, please let your significant other know and be sure to be generous and bring them along with you. Apart from that, everyone, I'm going to come back off stage now, hand over back to Luke and Gavin. Fellas, enjoy.
All right, guys. Thank you, Jordan. 10 out of 10. Great work on that. Jordan and Arissa have worked really, really hard on planning Dubai. You've done a great job. Thank you so much. Now, guys, before Jordan spoke, you may remember, I might have slipped your mind. Let me just cast your mind back 5 minutes. We spoke about a VR video game. Now, I said, like, let's talk to the team. Well, we don't need to talk to the team. We've got the man himself up on stage. Damage, man. Come and introduce yourself to our community and tell them all about your project, brother.
Hey, guys. Hey, thanks for having me. I know it's a little last minute. I was eating dinner, but I'm super happy to be here. So I've had this dream child for several years, and I approached Gavin and Luke and Eric about what we could do in the upcoming space of VR games, especially FPSs, being a longtime gamer since '99, playing professional gaming on world stages. And they loved it. So I don't know how much I should go into without, the team may get angry with me, my team.
Don't give too much away, man. Remember.
I can tell you the name.
Yes.
The name is Ghosts of Tabor, Tabor, inspired by the city of Tabor, which is actually in the Czech Republic, where my wife is from. Ness, I'm sorry, man. You might have to raise it manually. I don't know what else to tell you besides it's going to be an FPS with a crypto kind of an asset involved in the game that will take place in VR, FPS survival game. It's very much inspired by other games that I played throughout the year, but I am super excited to finally make this happen.
And then also one of the benefits is that we're not here just to incubate one-off ideas, right? Community, we're not here just to enable Scott to make one video game. Scott, could you tell us a little bit about Combat Waffle Studios and what your goal is, and maybe give us a little baby taste of the 6 other video games you've got coming down the pipe? Because, ladies and gentlemen, we are also investors in Combat Waffle Studios, which means that it's not just this one video game, but every game that comes out of that beautiful 10 pounds of gray matter sitting on top of Damage's head body comes up with.
Yeah, so Combat Waffle Studios is, the name is a little off-putting for a lot of people unless you served in the military. Anybody that did would know that the big round, like Russian landmines, we call those Combat Waffles. And that's where it comes from. We all have a very twisted, different sense of humor in the military. And we actually have 6 games in the chute if you count Ghost of Tabor. Another one is more of a sort of anime, cartoonish type shooter as well. So I can't really go too much into that because we're just now entering alpha and I don't want to give a lot away, but it's like a hero shooter, a lot like Fortnite, games like that. Anybody that plays VR would know the game called Losternauts, and it was very much inspired by that game because it is a brilliant game. We also have a Mars space game that we've already been working on. We've already got the framework done. And I mean, there's so many other things. There's also a type of betting games and sports games we're thinking of doing. We've actually been in talks with a lot of people. We're actually going to the Augmented World Expo in June, and we're going to be highlighting some of this stuff live on stage as guest speakers. And we are partnering with people that I seen a combat earlier. They said B Haptics in the chat, and yes, B Haptics is a part of this and is giving us a lot of intel. And we are not the same people as B Haptics. We are a brand new studio, but they are partnered with us as a sponsor of our game. That's all I got, unless you have other questions for me.
Man, do you know what? I'm sure the community have got loads of questions, and I'm sure they're going to want to ask you a couple. But no, definitely, we're super excited. And I must say, man, like listening to your project and learning about you, like we're really excited. Man, I can't wait to play it myself. It's going to be amazing. So yeah, man, thank you so much. If you want to hang around for a little while, in case anyone's got a question or two,
Sure.
thanks, man. My pleasure, man. My pleasure. Now, listen, guys, we're going to have to come to the elephant in the room. The elephant in the room is the price action over the last couple of hours. You'll have seen some chunky price action. Now, I just wanted to address it with you all, just to give you an idea of kind of where that market is right now, and broad escape. Now you've got to remember, right? The world is, the geopolitical situation at the moment is very, very tentative. All right, it's very delicate out there, and the markets are reacting accordingly. Well, the Dow down 700 points, AVAX is down, Bitcoin is down. Oil is charging right back up. Okay. It's a really, really, really crazy market at the moment. Now, over the last couple of weeks, we've been seeing this play out, and we've been seeing the price of fire maintaining itself really, really well. And that the maintenance of that price for us has been really pleasing to see, because it shows the strength and tenacity of the token, and it's a really nice sign. Now, what happened today with the price action was a couple of large sales came through. So we've had some really big drops. We've had people dropping 40, 50, 60 fire at a time. Now, to give you an idea of that, 60 fire is about $30,000 a time coming out of the market. Now, the liquidity pool is there to cover it, and the price action isn't to do with anything to do with the liquidity pool. It's to do with the maker-taker prices. But when you're putting in a large sell, the maker-taker bot has to go and find a large buy, and what it will do is it will go down the chart to look for that buy, and it will find the buy at a lower price, and then that's where the price sits. So just think about when you're selling, man, and being being responsible to the market, because when it hits, it's great. It offers people a great time to buy, and we've seen such a strong rebound on it as well. The price rebound is phenomenal. There's real support for this project, and it's very, very clear to see. We're really, really happy this end. We're not concerned. We're focusing on the future. We've got a couple of things that we're looking at, a few things we're working on, and we've made a few major changes within recently as well. We've had a real shuffle round at the top, and the order that we're creating now is really strong. So we're realigning our vision. Our new partnerships are going to be key to developing this project over the coming months. And when you see what's coming, you're definitely gonna have a happy, surprised smile on your face. Because once the roadmap plays out, it's going to be great. We have a few more projects that are obviously in the pipeline. Obviously, we've got Pink Banana coming soon, and we've got Swapsicle coming soon too. These projects are nearing their finalization of development, and pretty much ready to come to market. And then we've got a few more projects as well lined up. Obviously, we spoke about Nippy last week. That's developing nicely. I'm hesitant to give more information out about that at this time being. Now we have some questions. I feel it would be untoward of me to just read the questions and the answers. Gavin, are you there?
Of course I'm here.
Gavilar, would you like to read me the questions?
Certainly. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Alrighty, sir. Let's see here. So, are there any plans to make a new website to make it look like it belongs with a multi-million-dollar capital fund?
Yes.
Wunderbar.
Yes, and it's in development right now.
Perfect. Next question.
Hang on. Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Not that question.
Oh.
Not that question.
Can we stream on Twitch? You guys could turn
okay, you did the question. All right.
Automatically recorded.
All right. Yes, I'm not a big fan of Twitch, but we will do. I'm against it, but the team are for it, and I think we'll do like 1 a.m. a month on Twitch. I think it'd be good to turn cameras on, especially for people asking questions as well. Make it a little bit more conversational. Definitely. I'm not a big fan of Twitch though, so we'll just leave that on the byline.
And just to leave the audience with a little bit of a tantalating sip, we also are thinking about changing, as Luke just said, not just the timing, but also we are looking at changing the medium of the way that we communicate. So be on the lookout for announcements from Jordan and the team about how we are spreading out into the entertainment and media realm. So the information coming from the top should be a little bit different. You'll be able to consume it in whichever form of media is your favorite. Go radio.
Whoop whoop. You there?
Back to you, boss.
Thanks, man. So I'm asking the next question. In the first AMA, it was mentioned that there'll be a Lambo or house giveaway. Is that still happening? The answer is, on advice of council, we won't be doing this kind of giveaway. However, we are working on other types of community involvement in the future. So there's kind of a legal thing that we hit on it, which means that we can't do it. However, we're going to be looking at other ways that we can offer something similar.
And again, ladies and gentlemen, please remember, since everything that we're doing is uncharted, but we are trying to tread carefully and do what we feel is given the intent of the law. So rules is written. A lot of people get willy-nilly with these giveaways. Rules is intended. We would rather err on the side of caution. So we do have ways that we want to incentivize and reward folks for believing in us and continuing to stay with the project. But yeah, a Lambo giveaway just might not be in the cards. And then again, maybe it will. And then we'll answer this question again in another month.
Yeah, no. Next question, Gavin.
Let's see. Next one on the docket is, would it be a fun idea to buy merch with Fire? It would also increase token utility, even if it's just a little bit.
That's good. That's a good question. Now, the only concern I have with that is that on day one, Eric and I wrote in that any activity to do with Phoenix Community Capital, aside from the Treasury, would not cause any selling pressure on the smart contract, which is why we wrote in the maintenance fees to support the running of the company. Now, if we were to do that, we'd have to sell the Fire to pay for the merch, which would then put a selling pressure on the token, and that would kind of go against the ethos and what we stand for. So I'm going to say no to the buying merch with Fire, even though it's a great idea. But we are looking at ways to increase token utility. The key to that is going to be the exchange, guys. So once we have our own exchange, that changes the way that we can interact with the market. It gives us a lot more freedom in what we can do and the tokens that we can interact with, because we'll be able to trade with a lot more. So we're excited for that. There will be more token utility, yes.
Excellent. Alrighty, boss. This next one's a doozy.
All right, let's do it, man.
On the comment of numbers of years in order to reach the 3.3 million nests, if you take into account an average daily return of 2% growth of nests by the end of the year, aren't we above 1 million by a lot already? And at a growth rate of 0.68% daily, you have in 2 years over 2 million nests. These math calculations might be off and might not be taking into consideration any other factor other than just a daily growth rate average for the whole year. I think it would be amazing for the community if you could set up an announcement or a place on Discord next to FAQ where we can see a calculation of how many years the devs or team sees until we reach that 3.3 million nests, or an explanation to clarify. Thanks.
That's a good question, man. That's a nicely thought out question about an interesting subject at the moment. So where we currently are at the moment, right, is we're looking at our competitors around the market, and there's a lot of projects that are having extremely high emissions based on their growth rate. Now, you remember we said that we didn't want to grow too fast at the beginning, and we're growing at a sustainable rate. Well, our sustainable rate is, when you take into account compounding, our sustainable rate actually shrinks, and so does everyone else's, because we updated the maths. Now we're watching the other projects dealing with high emissions. Now we have a fix for this, and it's absolutely game changing. But we're not going to tell you what it is, because I can't. Because if I tell you, everyone else will do it before us, and the whole idea is it's Phoenix Community Capital. Yeah, this is the project, guys. We're the guys cleaning up the space. And some things we've given away for free, but this one we're not. So, yes, the maths on it, these tokens are really interesting because it can work really, really well. And we have to make sure that the maths is correct. And we got the maths pretty good here. But as we see with like Strong, tokens like this can't last forever and maintain such a high output, which is why we're focusing so heavily on our roadmap and our development of projects as we grow. Because once we start seeing our projects returning the investment into the rewards pool, once Swapsicle and Pink Banana start returning their rewards into the pot, don't forget, you've got to remember, right? We get 15% of all Swapsicle profits directly into our token. And then we've also got 30% of all Pink Banana profits as well coming into our token. So that's 2 projects. And then we're going to bring more in. So the idea is to make this as sustainable as possible for as long as possible. We don't know how long it is. I would love to see this over 5 or 10 years. But we have to work on the maths, and we'll see what happens.
Thank you, sir. And for the audience, when we say 2 or 3 years, PCC will be around for 30 plus years.
Oh man, we're not going anywhere.
What we're referencing is the current model of tokenomics. This is phase 1. We have a phase 2. Nobody's seen phase 2. Typically, I'm the walking spoiler. I'm the Tom Holland of the team, so I'm glad that Luke was able to hold it back because I was like, hey, sir, we're waiting on the patents to get filed. But this is all part of how we're bringing on new investors, because at the end of the day, we realize that the reason why we are different than others in this space is because we care about every single person that puts their faith and trust with us by purchasing our tokens and creating nests. So we want to make sure that even when phase 1 ends and the way that we look at the traditional, the way that things are at the moment, when that fizzles, when that changes, when we're ready to go to that phase 2, and this is where I get caught, I can't see too much, but when we go to phase 2, then you see how it works with us working with the government, setting regulations, etc.
Phase 2 is game changing and shush. Phase 2 is game changing and big shush, Gavin. Because what we're doing is we're fighting to change the industry. We're fighting to put your data in your hands and to empower people and to protect you from people who with nefarious intent. That's what it's about. Because at the end of the day, people are the people. We're people, and I want to make sure that my data is safe and secure, and that's what we're working towards. We have designs on this for it to be very, very exciting. And God, man, I wish I could just let all of you know and release the whole thing, because you'd love it, man.
And this is a sort of brilliant segue into this next question, sir. So
Brilliant.
Just curious, from Eric or Luke, do you anticipate this project can last for the long haul with the payout structure?
Do you know what? I think it can. Now, we've always said, cutting emissions will be our last choice, and it will always remain that. And I would love to keep it at this model forever. We've got an amazing project with excellent outcomes and roadmaps. I'm really confident still. I still see that everything is lining up exactly as we planned. There's as with any project, some we've hit snags on some of our incubator projects, but they're coming together really well. And when this is the thing, when we see these new projects launching and their rewards coming into PCC, that's going to be game changing. That's when we really start to see the beast do what it's meant to do, and that is become a passive income machine. We have all the makings for it, and when you see how we deal with the emissions the emissions scandal, that was something in England ages ago. When we deal with the emissions and how we handle that, I think when you see that, you're gonna love it. It's just game changing is what it is. It's absolutely game changing. Yeah.
And now you think we should we should bring in some questions from the audience now, sir?
Let's do it, man. Let's do it. Should we bring them up? Who have we got?
Who have we
got?
You're gonna have to do it, sir. I'm ever since the big change up, I am no longer an admin on the Discord.
Don't worry, man. Don't worry.
We're not special anymore. We just get that brilliant color.
I'm useless on Discord. When we set it up and they were like Discord, I was like, what?
Jordan, Coos, we need an adult.
Need an adult.
Okay.
Hey, reliable guy. Welcome up, brother. How you doing?
Good. Thanks, guys.
Man. Well done, boys. Look at that. Helping us out. So we need field the questions for me, reliable guy. Let's get people up, man. Thanks.
All right, Jermaine 777. When I invite you to speak. Oh wait, no, sorry, I can't invite the sent, so I'm going to dismiss you. Please put your hand back up. DJ Dizzy D, I'm going to invite you to speak. Oh, I can't do that to you as well.
I'm beating you to it.
Oh.
Oh man, you're kicking them off.
Oh, I thought. Oh my God! All right, I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
Thanks, reliable guy. Hey, okay. I will press it. Let's go. Paul, Chris Primal, come on up.
Hello.
Hey, man, how you doing?
Fantastic. Thanks for bringing me up, mate.
It's my pleasure. How can I help?
Well, first, I want to say a massive thank you for everything you're doing on the project. It's been pretty life changing so far. Grabbing the 5th nest and then taking my first reward out today. So thank you very much for that.
Good work, man. I'm glad. And thank you for being involved.
Yeah, mate. So my question's more about the investment side of things. Obviously, I'm quite new to the crypto space, and this is the first big project where I've put quite a bit of money into. And I was wondering about, with the investments that you guys have got, is there going to be some way of us publicly seeing how the investments are performing in terms of what the money's doing, what off-chain and on-chain investments are happening, and then how the performance them are doing on like a public dashboard that we can see on the website or something like that?
Yes. And it's something that we've wanted. We're keen to do it, but we want to do it properly. The problem is, right, the level of detail that we give to everyone, because I don't want to release our full balance sheet to Joe Public, because obviously there's confidential information on that. And so what we're going to do is we're creating a smart contract Web3 platform that allows you to sign in with your wallet, and then it recognizes your NFT status. So if you're a Nest holder, you get to see a basic ledger. If you're a master NFT holder, you get to see a little bit more. And if you're a grandmaster NFT holder, you get to see a little bit more. We figure, the people who are more invested in the project, are more likely to keep things quiet. But, we want to be as visible as possible. However, with Camp One Ventures and Madding, with Madding on board, our investment arm is going to really charge up over the coming weeks. We were very, very hesitant to do it in the interim, just because we weren't incorporated, but now we're incorporated. That side of the business is going to hit up fast.
Yeah, brilliant,
Answer your
mate. That's
question,
absolutely fine. There was a project my little brother was involved in, and he saw something on the Discord where there was like a subsection where you could see how the investments are performing with separate links. And I just thought if something like that was able to be put onto our Discord for the meantime until that's all up and running, like something really basic, it might, get some potential investor trust from some new big fish. Maybe not, I don't know.
No, do you know what? I love it, and it's a nice idea. It's so simple, isn't it? And sometimes we often overlook the really, really simple things. I'm sure we can get something together.
I won't mention the project unless you want me to mention the project that did it, because I thought it was quite a nice touch, but it was just something that was quite simple, because I know that's a lot less complicated than the way that you're saying, but it might be something which might just gain, new investor trust, but also people like myself who've got 5 nests. If I saw that, I knew I'd just go and grab 2 or 3 more. Could just add some more structure to it, doesn't it?
I love that, man. I love that. What a lovely idea.
Thank you. We'll take it under advisement.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate everything. Thank you.
Worries. Thanks for coming up, man. Have a great
Legends.
day. Cheers.
Appreciate you, brother.
All right, let's get tactical investing up. Hey, man, how you doing? Can you hear me? We can't hear you.
Give him a 10 count, cuz we must press on.
Gotcha.
Big
If you're on
challenge.
mobile, you may need to leave and rejoin tactical. Yeah, if you put your hand up, I'll invite you back up. It's all good. I'm going to kick you down now. Good. Yeah, nice one. All right.
Come on, fucking cog.
So, you all right there, Gav? All right, let's get .x up. You're going to get like a pop-up. It'll say, do you want to join the call? You say, come join us.
Hey, you got 5 seconds to accept the invite, or we got to move on, guys.
Yeah, oh, go on, guys.
All right, DJ, you got 5 seconds to accept. And I'm not sure how to say his name. Oh, there he is. Never mind.
Hello? Hi there.
Hey, Regis, how you doing, man?
All good, and you guys? How's it going?
Top of the world, man. Top of the world. Thanks for coming up. How can I help today?
Thank you. Well, I just wanted to ask if there's any plans of being able to synchronize all the maintenance fees. When are they expiring so that it would be easier to keep in track and just renew every 90 days? Is there any thing that you're gonna do about this?
Do you not see the maintenance fee due button next to your nest?
Yeah, I do, but I
I
was
think the
wondering-
concern is, Gavin, that if you've got maybe like 10, 15 plus nests and they're dated quite far apart, you don't really see the
Nice.
lower. Now, Irregis, don't worry, because when it does time out, we're not like Strong. The smart contract doesn't delete it. All it does is it just goes to sleep until
I know
you
that.
pay the maintenance
I know
fee
that
again.
exactly. But yeah, I was wondering if there would be any chance of like being able to synchronize the days, so like paying part of the fee so that everything is due 90 days once you pay. So then the second time it would be just easier to just pay all.
When you pay them, they do go terminus.
So you can pay. It's within the last 30 days
Uh-huh.
that you can
Okay.
pay, and so if you've got one at 1 day and one at 30 days countdown, you can upgrade those all at the same time as long as they're within 30 days of each other.
I see.
Yeah,
That's good to know. Thank you
Yeah.
for that.
that's all right now. We've not got there yet, so it's it's a good question, and thank you for asking.
All right.
Do you have any other questions?
No, I think I'm fine. Thank you
Brilliant.
very
Thanks
much
for coming up, man.
Cheers.
All right, Blanco.
Hey guys, can
Hey,
you hear?
Blanco. Yeah, loud and clear, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I can finally talk to you guys. I just want to tell you how proud of you guys I am, and how much I thank you guys for everything you've been doing so far.
Love you for that, brother. Thank you so much, man. Love
I
that.
only have one little question, which might be something that a lot of people have. That is, when now are we gonna like see even a little glimpse of the roadmap?
Now, we did release a roadmap a couple of weeks ago, I believe.
Did you?
Luke, I don't think that made it out.
Did that not make it
so,
out? Are you
um,
kidding
Yeah, we
me?
didn't release it.
Well,
Ah.
there's a reason that one didn't go out. Blanco, to answer your question, soon.
Guys, I always I'm always online, so I would know that.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, man. I apologize.
It's impossible. I cannot miss that, you know.
No. Do you know what? Wow. Okay. We need to get that out, Kevin, ASAP, and I think we need to extend it as well. We only put a short one out. Let's put an extended one out as well. Let's show a little bit of what we got up and coming.
Especially because Eric was talking about that like in the last AMA, and that's all, you know.
No,
Just wanted to remember you guys. That's all.
I totally get that, man, and I'm so sorry for that oversight. I take full
Don't be sorry.
responsibility for that, man.
Mhm.
Thank you, brother.
Don't be sorry. I love you guys.
We love you too, man, and thank you so much, and it's good to speak to you as well. All right, here we go, Hashem. Tactical investing.
All right, I think we should be good now.
Yeah, go. Yeah,
There
how
we
you
go.
doing, man?
Perfect. It's a red day in the market, so time to buy, right?
That's it. Man.
So obviously you guys have already done, my question primarily is is there going to be a theme when it comes to investments for Phoenix Community Capital? Is it just going to be, is it going to be Web 3.0? Is it going to be primarily DEXs? Or is it just kind of generalized? Or is there a specific purpose of projects or protocols you guys are most interested in within a certain kind of niche?
That
All of
is
the
a
above.
That is a really, really good question. And do you know what? Thanks for asking it, because we're a really diversified team, and we'll bring a skill set that is varied. Now, I have a plan for Web3, and we have a series of projects within Web3 that I would love to see us develop. we also have people bringing us their projects that they'd love to develop as well. So we're talking to people, and we've got a couple of our community members that we're working with projects in development now, and we're really excited to be working with these guys, because these are a direct product of PCC. With regards to the off-chain investments, now we've had a look at a broad sweep of the market, and we're looking right now. We've not nailed into anything really, but working with Madding and the analysts that we're going to bring on board, we're going to isolate exactly which capital markets we want to go into. We love hearing from the community as well, and if you know of anything that is of interest, let us know. In answer to your question, back to what Gavin said, all of the above. We're quite broad in our scope, but we have direct things we plan to do with it as well.
Perfect. And kind of to piggyback on that, Luke, as far as projects specifically, this is maybe something more on a direct, maybe not on an AMA to talk about specifically, but I do have someone who's looking to partner with Phoenix Community Capital. They have relationship with the founder of Chainlink, and they're looking to set up a project that would pretty much allow a lottery type, you have your current lottery system within the United States, which is somewhat flawed. They're looking to take a blockchain lottery approach. If that is something that you guys are interested in, he's got great connections, and if there's something further on you guys want to talk about that, definitely don't hesitate to reach out.
Yeah, please send me a DM.
Definitely.
Okay, we'll do, Gavin.
100%. Yeah, thank you, man. Really appreciate
Absolutely.
that. And thanks for coming up, man. I'll watch your videos, and I love your stuff. Thank you.
Appreciate it, Luke. Thank you, guys.
No worries. You have a great day. All right, brilliant. I think that rounds it up. Look at that. Did we just complete that within an hour? I think we did.
Well, before we go, we have one last little bit of news. So I guess it got announced that we are hiring, and it was put out. Actually, Luke, I'm sorry. I think you mentioned it earlier. Hiring at the Phoenix.finance. We are already receiving a load of applicants. So please give us a chance to parse through it, and we will be in contact shortly, everyone. But thank you. They are coming through, and we appreciate the enthusiasm.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Right, so it's still before 11 o'clock. We've still nailed this in 58 minutes. The only differential is Eric. I miss Eric. I really do. But this is great. Guys, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for your questions. And thank you so much for your love and time and respect. We love all of you. This has become a real journey of discovery for all of us. And this project is changing lives. And, if it's changed your life, great news, man. I can't wait to see what's happening in the future. Now, please bear in mind, we are going to be away next week. There will be no AMA next Monday. We're going to be in Dubai. All right. But we're going to have loads of pictures to show you, and loads of stories to tell you as well. We're excited to show the world what we've created, and we are there representing each and every one of you as well. And if you can come, please let me know. Guys, have the most wonderful evening. Thank you for joining us. Gavin, Kaz, anything to say?
Not for me, no.
Negative. Thank you.
Love it. All right. Good night. All. God bless. Have a great evening.